crafty friends, it's Jess from jesscrafts.com, and today I'm here to share my August Cat Scrappiness design team package. So Cat has released one beautiful background die, a fun die set, and some stamps that will coordinate with the die set and some past releases. But let's start with the sequins and jewels. I mentioned these last month when I had some other colors of the jewels, and I've used them in a video since then, not like, a cat scrappiness feature, but they're just so easy to use. And this month I have the silver and the white jewels. They are opaque and flat backed, so you can sneak a little glue dot behind them and they stick really well, or some other liquid adhesive that's strong. There's a variety of sizes in each pack, which I like because I like to combine sizes. Then I have some of the transparent mini solid stars. I have the mint as well as the blue. The mint color is one of my favorites, so I'm excited to be able to work with that. I have some ideas for projects this month, but I don't know if they're going to feature the sequins, so it might be one of those things that I just kind of enjoy for a while when use the jewels instead. Love that about sequins, though. They're just pretty to have and while they wait for use. Anyway, next up is the Peacock backdrop. I said this before, but I am a huge fan of background dies. They can be quite expensive. I think Cat keeps them pretty reasonable. And speaking of which, there is a 15% off end of summer Labor Day sale. And I think it goes through Labor Day, so you can check that out if you're interested in purchasing. But also, I always leave a coupon code in the video description. That is like my design team coupon code, so if you're ever interested, please check that out and make sure you save a little money while you are stocking up on some amazing craft supplies. So here is the die, but I also cut it out for you. This one I think is pretty clear what it's going to look like cut out, but I do like to cut them out. People have said that's useful, and it's just gorgeous. I mean, I could see just die cutting a whole bunch of these and just doing some simple sentiment. Speaking of which, Cat has a ton of just beautiful sentiment dies. So, combining this background with one of her sentiment dies, or a bunch of different ones, depending on what occasion you want, and you could just whip off some quick cards. I think that would be great for like a set of cards if you wanted to make a set of thank yous to give as a gift so that they could be used by the recipient. And I could see personalizing them too. Anyway, because there's also the Cat Scrappiness letter dies. So I when these videos, as I started talking about them, my ideas pop into my head. I'm like, ooh, I should write that down and get to it, because that would be a fun way to use them. Next up, the other die set, which coordinates with one of the stamp sets this month. This is the Wine Knot dies, and I did a little bit of cutting and coloring to show you how these pieces fit together, but Cat on the website also has pictures that help you understand how the dies fit together so that you don't need to guess. And that's one thing that I love about the Cat Scrappiness website. Right there on the product page, you know what you're doing. So maybe a piece of black cardstock or dark colored cardstock behind this would be helpful, because they are white and my background is white. Okay. So there's the glass, and you have the little bit of wine inside of it. I just did a really quick Copic coloring, so it's not super even or anything like that. I think these would be fun to cut out of either transparencies or vellum to give them a glass look. I think vellum, and I like the idea of coloring the vellum to create different colors of glass. So for your wine glass, maybe using plain vellum, but then for your wine bottle, using a green vellum, but it wouldn't have to be green. You could color it green with your alcohol markers or alcohol inks, and I'm kind of like giving away an idea that would might wind up being a video, but just in case I don't get to turning it into a video, or it's not for weeks from now, you could cut this out of vellum and color the vellum green to create that look of glass. So you can layer these pieces on top to be like the glass bottle. So I'm kind of envisioning a green glass bottle in this particular situation. And then that acts as the label, the sort of blank part in between. There is this little cork piece that goes to the top. And I will mention that one of the other design team members, I can't remember who right now, used a piece of really thin cork and actually cut the cork out of cork, which looked awesome. Then these act as like the amount of wine left in the bottle. I think it's nice that you could do it either as like an empty bottle or a full bottle by adjusting the pieces. You know, you could just have the wine there at the bottom so it looks like you've kind of drank a portion of it, or have a full bottle of wine like so. So I hope that gives you an idea. And the coordinating stamp set for that is the Wine Not stamp set with the cheeky sentiment, save water, drink wine. And last, but certainly not least, the coffee stamp set, which I love coffee, so I'm obsessed with this, and I have ideas for how to use this and all the products. We'll just see what gets made, or maybe kind of like flash through some of the other thoughts in another video. But this has some fun coffee sentiments and the little coffee beans that you can stamp and create your own background or accessories, the little heart. Coffee is the most important meal of the day. Life happens, coffee helps. In coffee we trust. It's always coffee time. Life begins after coffee. I love how it's in the mug. I can see myself using that a lot. Wake up and smell the coffee. So that's it for this month's haul package, and some of the new releases from Cat Scrappiness, as mentioned before. I'll leave you a link in the video description so that you can go check them out. And remember to check for the coupon code or the Labor Day sale code. And thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to see what I do with these, and have a great day. Bye.